Imagine a crime with no cameras, no fingerprints, no DNA. Just one witness, who can't quite remember what they saw. For all of human history, a hazy memory like that has been a dead end. But 47 years from now, in 2073, it might become the most powerful evidence of all. Not through hypnosis or a lie detector or a truth serum, but through the same kind of AI I work on today. An AI that learns to imagine how the world works. Let me show you how that could happen, and just as importantly, why in 2026 we absolutely cannot do it yet. It all centers on one piece of technology, a world model. That's a real thing, and it's what my research is actually about. So what is it? Here's the simplest way in. You know how your phone finishes your sentences? You type, "I'm on my," and it offers, "way." That's not magic. Your keyboard has seen millions of messages, so it's learned what usually comes next. A world model is basically autocomplete, but for reality instead of text. Instead of predicting the next word, it predicts the next moment. Show it a ball rolling toward the edge of a table, and it predicts the ball will fall. Show it a car drifting out of its lane, and it predicts what happens next. It has watched so much of the world that it's learned the rules, gravity, motion, cause and effect, without anyone ever writing them down. In 2026, we already use world models to train self-driving cars, to power robots, and to generate video from scratch. But here's the part that matters for our story. Because a world model can predict what comes next, it can also imagine what might have happened, filling in the gaps it never actually saw. That one ability is the seed of everything. There's a catch, though. Keep it in your back pocket because it comes back. When an AI fills a gap, it doesn't fill it with the truth. It fills it with what's most likely. Remember those AI image generators everyone was obsessed with? Ask for a hand, and sometimes you get 6 fingers. The AI has seen so many hands that it produces a hand-shaped average, confident, detailed, and completely wrong. A world model does the same thing. When information is missing, it invents the most common answer, not the correct one. So an imagination engine is powerful and a little dangerous. It can produce something that looks real but isn't. Hold that thought. Okay, now the leap. If a world model can imagine how a scene unfolds on a road, could it reconstruct a scene that happened somewhere else? A scene that exists only inside someone's memory? To even ask that, we have to jump forward. So set your clock to the year 2073. By then, 3 things have quietly matured. We can read the brain far better than today. World models have become extraordinarily good, and quantum computers have arrived to do one very specific, very heavy job. But before we combine them, we have to understand the strangest part of the whole machine. And it isn't the AI, it's your memory. Here's something that feels wrong the first time you hear it. Your brain does not store memories like a video camera. There's no little film reel in your head that you press play on. When you remember your last birthday, you're not replaying a recording. You're rebuilding the event, live, from scattered pieces. One region, the hippocampus, keeps track of the who, the where, and the order things happened. Your visual areas hold the colors and shapes. Other regions hold the sounds, the smells, the feelings. Remembering stitches all of it back together on the fly. It's less like opening a photo and more like retelling a story to a friend. And you know how a story shifts a little every time you tell it. That's the crucial insight. A memory isn't a file we can copy. It's a scattered set of clues. And clues are exactly what an imagination engine knows how to work with. So here's how it could work in 2073, step by step. Step 1. Wake the memory up. Memories don't come when you order them. They come when something reminds you. A song, a smell, an old photo, and suddenly you're back there. In 2073, a witness sits in a calm room and the system gently presents cues tied to what they saw. Sounds, objects, colors. Call these memory cues, little keys that unlock the right rooms in the brain. Step 2. Read the fragments. As the memory stirs, a brain reader picks up the faint signals and translates them into rough features. Not a picture, just scraps. A flash of red, a tall shape, the feeling of a door slamming. Think of a police sketch artist working from someone who only half remembers. Step 3. Imagine the possibilities. Now the world model steps in. You hand it the scraps and ask, what complete scenes could these fragments belong to? And it generates not one answer, but a whole spread, dozens of little imagined scenes, each consistent with the clues. Step 4. The reality filter. Most of those scenes are nonsense. A person on two sides of a room at once, an object falling upward. So you run every scene past the laws of physics and the known facts of the place, and throw out everything impossible. And that leaves you with a problem of size. The number of scenes that could fit even a handful of clues is astronomically large, larger than every video ever filmed. Checking them one at a time would outlast the universe. This is the one job you genuinely want a quantum computer for. Quantum machines are suited to hunting through spaces of possibilities so vast, no ordinary computer could ever finish. Exactly the needle in a cosmic haystack search we've just created. And what comes out isn't the truth. It's a lineup, a short list of possible pasts, each stamped with a confidence score. This one fits 30% of the evidence. This one, 70%. The machine never says, "This is what happened." It says, "Here's what most likely happened. Now, go check it." Which brings us back to 2026, and to why none of this works today. I'll be straight with you. If someone told you they could do this right now, they'd be selling you something. First, brain reading is incredibly crude. In a lab, we can reconstruct a blurry version of an image someone is looking at right now, but only with giant machines, a very cooperative person, and hours of calibration for that one specific brain. Reading a detailed memory of a past event? We're nowhere close. Second, remember the six-fingered hand? Today's world models still do that all the time. They hallucinate. An engine that confidently invents details is the last thing you'd want deciding what happened at a crime scene. Third, and biggest, there's no way to check the answer. If the machine reconstructs a scene, how do you know it's real and not a convincing guess? You can't rewind time to compare. A beautiful, detailed, totally fake memory would look exactly like a true one. And there's a final twist that makes this genuinely tricky. Human memory isn't just incomplete, it's editable. Show someone a vivid image of an event and they can start to remember it, even if it never happened. Psychologists have shown this for decades, which means the very act of showing someone a reconstruction could rewrite the memory you were trying to read. The tool could quietly destroy its own evidence. So in 2026, this would be a machine that invents confident stories, can't be fact-checked, and corrupts the witness while it works. And the quantum computers that would do the heavy lifting? Still in their infancy. That's not a truth machine. It's a very expensive way to be wrong. Which is exactly why it belongs in 2073, and why the science has to grow up first. So where does that leave us? Somewhere kind of wild, actually. The whole reason we can even dream about reconstructing a memory is that world models are ridiculously general. The same core technology I'm helping build today, to teach a car what happens next on the highway, is, underneath, just a machine that learns how reality unfolds. And a machine like that doesn't care whether reality is a road, a protein, a distant galaxy, or a moment locked inside someone's head. Point it at a new problem, and it can imagine its way in. 2073 is a guess. Maybe it's sooner. Maybe it never happens quite like this. But the three ingredients, reading the brain, imagining the world, and searching impossible spaces with quantum machines, are all real, and all moving forward right now, in 2026. We're not building a memory machine yet. We're building the pieces. And that's the strange thing about the future. It usually arrives one quiet research paper at a time.